Hi gang, we are in the Abbott house. So this is your first view of the inside, and we're in the library. Hence my reading Abbott's first book, Behind the Scenes with the Medium. But before we get into that, I'd like to show you some of the things about the library. Look at these beautiful cabinets. Now they are in each corner of this room. They're built-ins, and they have this beautiful beveled glass. It's just amazing. I want to tell you, the Schratt family was the last family that lived here. And they lived here for 58 years. They had 5 children that grew up in this house. And look at how beautiful the woodwork still is. Not a scratch, not a chip or a break ever happened with any of these cabinets. They open up beautifully, and we're really happy that we can go ahead and restore this library. Let me show you some of the books that we have. I mentioned Behind the Scenes with the Mediums. Now this was Abbott's first book, and in 1907 he wrote and published this book. He was very angered about these mediums that would take advantage of bereaved widows during World War I that had lost their sons and their husbands during the war, and really wanted to contact them in the spiritual world. And these mediums were bilking them for their money. So what Abbott did was he went ahead and he debunked the mediums, and this is a really great book that we have, 1907, and I think this is, let's see, 1916, so probably the second publishing, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so we have this book, and then we come to David P. Abbott's Book of Mysteries. Now this book was written by our beloved Omaha Magical Society member, Walter Graham. He found all sorts of manuscripts, pictures, scripts themselves of David Abbott's inventions. The floating ball, let's see, the talking tea kettle, and then we have spirit pictures. So these are the writings, the manuscripts, the actual pictures and diagrams were all in actually in a box in this house when the Schratts were selling the house. Walter, they asked Walter to come by, see if there's anything in the house that he might want for the Omaha Magical Society. He did. He found all sorts of treasures. He was a publisher, and he owned his own printing company. So he self-published this book. This book was marketed by him in the Society of American Magicians, and who wrote Graham a fan letter after he read the magazine. It was Teller. Teller, in turn, bought all of the props. He bought, obviously, he had Abbott's book, and he had Graham's book, which Graham obviously and very rightfully attributed to David Abbott because it was all of his documents that he found in the house. So Teller proceeded to write 2 volumes, all right? The first volume, and by the way, they incorporated both of these books. So let's go to first volume 1. And volume 1 has behind the scenes with the mediums. It also has pictures and other things that he scanned in and digitized, which are much better in this volume. Volume 1. Volume 2 has the Book of Mysteries included. These are the 2 volumes. Oh, by the way, this was published in 1977. That's when Teller read about it, wrote to Graham. They developed a wonderful friendship and hence researched and wrote these 2 volumes. This is out of print. So we're very happy that we have these books for our library. And right now we have books at the UNO library. We have an entire wing dedicated to our, I think over 1,200 volumes. So there will be more to come in terms of filling these bookshelves. Now, one other thing I want to show you is, Dave, if you could bring it in closer. Do you see this eyelet right there? This, as far as we can tell, is the only one left that actually would be a part of him putting thread through it and doing his illusions. Probably one might have been the floating ball. There are other areas that you can tell, okay, this probably was part of the illusion as well, but this is the only eyelet left that we can find. We thought it was really cool that there were only 2 families that owned the house. Both of them kept that. It's great. So that's the library. We'll go around and kind of show you the cabinets are on all 4 sides, just making this a beautiful room to read and enjoy all about the wonders, the art and science of magic. So next, we're going to go through this door.